What's up, everybody? Just Joe here. How you doing, man? Just coming at you with another raw food recipe. Here making a smoothie with my handy dandy Vitamix. For breakfast, having banana, coconut, utilizing some of the nettles we gathered over the summer for some good wild medicinal chlorophyll, as well as our green powder, which is made out of hollyhock, dandelion leaf, mallow leaf, osha leaf, and I think that, and spearmint or peppermint.
It's homemade, right?
It's homemade. My boys and I and my wife gather it all, and then we just ground it in the Vitamix. Another good reason to get one of these suckers. It's great. We just bring in another recipe here. We're gonna make a pumpkin pie for holidays and for stuff like that. It's nice to have pumpkin pie. We got a raw recipe that'll knock your socks off.
The correct thing would actually be to blow your mind.
It blows his mind. He loves it. It tastes like a pumpkin pie that is just better than any pumpkin pie you've ever had.
That's coming from the critic of the family.
Yeah. Jonah doesn't really. Jonah's hooking on a little bit more to the idea of healthy food, but he still doesn't like lots of veggies and raw food. But he loves his pie, so I guarantee you will too.
I love pie, period.
Yeah, word pie is good. So that's the first part of it. We'll bring you the smoothie in a little bit. I'm gonna add. I got banana, coconut. Gonna put in the nettles and the green powder, the last of it here. Some wild blueberries and a little romaine, and that'll make it kind of a minty blueberry coconut drink. We've also been getting into the concept of food combining and learned a bunch of stuff about, the importance of keeping your recipes simple, not having too many ingredients, having lots of greens, and not combining like acid fruits with sweet fruits, and not combining two kinds of proteins, or protein and a fat, concentrated protein or fat, because all those things lead kind of putrefaction, fermentation inside the body. So good to balance, have simple recipes, maybe one fat, one green, and one sugar fruit in your smoothie.
Then you become Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Word. Obi-Wan plus Yoda plus Qui-Gon Jinn. Plus Anakin Skywalker.
Yoda, you will be.
Yes. Give you mucho power of earth, mana, chi, vitality, strength, longevity. Look at those vegan muscles. See what I'm saying? You can be healthy on raw vegetables. So enough of that for now. Bring you the pie in a minute. We are now doing our pumpkin pie extraordinaire. We got this recipe care of who, honey?
I think it was the Rawtarian.
The Rawtarian. So just goes to show there's like a million free recipes out there. If you're searching for the raw, you can get a bunch. We kind of changed it up a bit. This is going to be the crust. We got a cup of pecans, a cup of Brazil nuts, about 3/4 cups to a cup of dates, a 1/4 teaspoon salt, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of this Frontier pumpkin pie spice, which is just ginger, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So you could just use those if you don't have that. And then in the Vitamix, the handy dandy Vitamix, we're gonna do 2 cups of soaked cashews. It's always good to soak your nuts, neutralize those enzyme inhibitors, and activate, bioactivate your nuts. And we're gonna add 2 cups of homegrown pumpkin that we just pulled out of the root cellar. We're gonna do 1/2 cup of raw organic extra virgin coconut oil, and we're gonna do about a 1/4 cup of raw honey, and we'll add another bit of the pumpkin pie spice. What did you say? Like half of it.
About a tablespoon.
Oh, a tablespoon.
Between 2 teaspoons to 1 tablespoon.
She's the wizard. She knows this. I always go, how do I make it? Anyway, so key element is having a Vitamix for making this. You can get one of these on our website. That's www.zia energetics, all run together, ZIAENERGETICS and super versatile tool. So gotta have it to get the pumpkin pie to come out nice and creamy. So we'll put it together and we'll show you the result here when we're done. So here is our crust. I just turned it on, pulsed it a little bit at first and then turned it on. You want to get it to this consistency so that it'll gel together like that, but not, you know, oily, not kind of like peanut butter, kind of chunky still. So not too much, get it just right. Once you've pressed the pie crust into the pan, it should look like this. At which point we'll put it in the freezer, let it set up a little bit while we make pie filling. Now we're getting ready to make the filling. We realized we forgot a few ingredients. So what we have here is 2 cups cashews soaked, 2 cups pumpkin, a ½ cup coconut oil, a ¼ cup honey, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, 2 teaspoons vanilla, and a ½ cup of water. And you need the rammer thing for this, and it's going to be kind of loud, so here we go. Ready? The other recipe called for a little carrot, and that will make the color a little more orange like a normal pumpkin pie, but we're not going to sweat it on this one. We're just going to do pumpkin because it kind of, carrot's one of the things that sets Jonah's food allergies off. He can only have a little bit of carrot, so we're making this one kind of for him. And you just want to get it to a nice creamy consistency. That's getting there. Might give it a few more here real quick, but you know, that would probably do. Just as creamy as can be. That makes the pie just so delightful when you bite into it. That creaminess from the cashews and coconut oil. And that probably ought to do it. Wouldn't you say, hon? See, pretty nice and fine. Not a lot of chunk. There's maybe a little bit.
I think that looks great.
So now we'll add that to the filling. And the other recipe from the Raw-tarian, he used ½ carrot, ½ pumpkin. So it would be, if you wanted to get that orange color, it would be 1 cup of the pumpkin and 1 cup of the carrot. Okay, so there's the end result. That's the beautiful pie. Just garnished it with a little bit of coconut flakes and want to chop some pumpkin pie pieces into the shape of a heart to give it a little homeopathic dose of love. Put that sucker in the freezer for maybe ½ hour to an hour till it's set up. Chop it up.